The video opens with the image of a little girl, Lily, in cute blue pajamas, waking up from a long sleep and running to find her dad. Morning hunger, pangs urged Lily to run straight to the refrigerator. She opened the fridge door, hoping to find something to eat, but it was completely empty inside, with only a few empty bottles. A look of disappointment was clear on her face. At that moment, Lily's dad was busy sweeping the house. Seeing his daughter was hungry, he paused his work, took some money from his wallet, and gave it to Lily, telling her to go buy her own breakfast. Lily happily took the money from her dad. She prepared very carefully for her first shopping trip of the day. She took a small woven handbag and put on a lovely straw hat. Before leaving, she didn't forget to turn around and wave goodbye to her dad, who had resumed his cleaning. La, la, la. Lily skipped along the familiar village path. Perhaps wanting to find a really good eatery, she walked quite a long way, passing through cool, tree-lined roads. After walking for a while, Lily felt tired. She stopped by the side of the road, right next to a large, neatly stacked pile of firewood, to rest. Resting by the roadside, Lily watched the peaceful scenery of the countryside with occasional traffic passing by. The scene was so tranquil, with a cool, gentle breeze. Meanwhile, at home, her dad was still diligently mopping the floor. Perhaps because she was tired and the air was so fresh, Lily's eyes began to droop. She gradually drifted off to sleep without realizing it, her head nodding as she slept soundly by the side of the road. At home, her dad had finished his chores. He looked up at the wall clock and was startled to realize that nearly 2 hours had passed, and his daughter had not yet returned. His face showed clear anxiety and unease. Fearing something had happened to his daughter, he hurriedly got on his motorcycle and rushed off to find Lily. He searched all the familiar alleys, the places she often played, but there was no sign of her. The dad's heart was burning with worry. In contrast to her dad's anxiety, Lily was still fast asleep by the road, completely unaware. Finally, after a long search, the dad found his little daughter sleeping soundly. He didn't scold her, but gently approached, kindly woke Lily up, and then took her to have breakfast. Ending a morning full of turmoil, but also filled with warm father-daughter love. After her dad took her to breakfast, the two returned home. While Lily sat and played, her dad quietly went into the bathroom, squatted down, and diligently washed each shirt and pair of pants for his little girl. In the living room, Lily was lost in the simple tunes she strummed on her small guitar. She hummed along to the music, her face shining with innocence and carefree joy. As if suddenly remembering something, Lily put the guitar down and ran to find her dad.
Hey! Dad!
When she saw her dad's back as he was busy washing clothes in the bathroom, an indescribable emotion welled up inside her. Lily stood silently watching her dad, her eyes full of emotion and a hint of regret for her thoughtlessness that morning. Her love for her dad suddenly became deeper than ever. To atone for her mistake, Lily didn't say a word, but quietly returned to the living room. She quickly grabbed the mop, mimicking her dad's posture, and carefully cleaned every little bit. From the living room floor to the threshold, Lily cleaned very thoroughly, looking like the family's professional homemaker. After the floor was sparkling clean, she didn't stop. Lily took a paper towel, climbed onto the dining table in the kitchen, and began her cleanup. She wiped the tabletop clean, then meticulously wiped every corner of the oven. Everything under Lily's hands became shiny and spotless. Having finished her work, Lily stretched out on the familiar sofa, her hands behind her head, and smiled with satisfaction as she admired the fruits of her labor. The house was now much neater and cleaner. However, it seemed she still felt it wasn't enough. As if wanting to do something more to please her dad, Lily had an idea. She ran into the kitchen. Took an ear of corn from the table, put it in a pot, and added water to boil it.
Okay.
While waiting for the corn to cook, Lily lay down on the sofa to relax again. A moment later, the fragrant smell of boiled corn filled the room. Smelling the aroma, Lily sat up, her eyes shining brightly. She ran downstairs, where her dad was still working, tugged on his sleeve, and continuously pulled him up to the living room with a look of eager excitement.
Đâu lấy vào xem nào. Đâu? Làm gì đấy? Đang luộc bắp hả? Ui, cẩn thận nóng không? Hút sôi đi nè.
When he saw the pot of hot corn on the table, prepared by his own daughter's hands, the dad couldn't hide his surprise and emotion. He smiled gently, stroked her head, and thanked his little girl.
Nó bỏ cái lon. Nó bỏ cái ba đi. Bỏ đây. Bỏ sốt. Đừng. Bỏ kia đi con. Bỏ kia. Thôi ngồi im. Ngoan. Sao rồi đâu? Ngon quá.
The dad and daughter sat together, enjoying the unexpected treat. And as always, the dad prioritized giving the better part to Lily.
Ngồi đó. Ngồi im, ngoan nè. Ngoan mà cắt nè. Đây. Đúng không Ly? Bắp này ba mua ngon lắm. Đã không? Đấy. Từ từ thôi. Không vội nhá. Đây vào đấy nha. Đó. Từng cái một. Đó. Ngon quá ha. Đây.
Seeing his daughter eat with relish, the dad's face was filled with happiness.
Bắp ngọt quá ha. Đây của Ly đây.
The next morning, the dad woke up very early to clean the house. After finishing his work, he gently entered the room and saw his daughter Lily still sound asleep in her familiar bed. Not wanting to wake her, he just watched her quietly for a moment before turning to leave. The dad wheeled out his old motorcycle, his familiar companion. However, the crisp roar of the engine accidentally broke Lily's sleep. She woke with a start, her eyes wide with bewilderment. Realizing her dad was about to go somewhere, Lily instinctively jumped up and ran straight outside. "Dad, Dad!" she called out as she ran, but the sound of the motorcycle drowned out her faint voice. Her dad was gone, without a single glance back. After a short distance, the dad's phone rang. He stopped his bike by the roadside to answer it.
Hello?
At the same time, Lily, with her small legs, had also run close by. Seeing her dad's familiar figure, she panted from exhaustion, waiting with bated breath. But an unexpected situation occurred. As soon as he finished the call, the dad immediately started the engine and continued on his way. Lily was stunned. She thought she had caught up with her dad, only to miss the chance again. Undeterred, she continued the chase. With her intelligence and familiarity with every road in the village, Lily decided not to follow the old path, a shortcut she knew her dad would surely pass. At a T-junction, a bold idea flashed in Lily's mind. She decided to lie stretched out in the middle of the road to block her dad. And just as she predicted, a few minutes later, the figure of her dad and his familiar motorcycle appeared in the distance.
Ủa Lily, con đang ở nhà mà sao ra đây đứng vậy?
Seeing the obstacle of his daughter lying in the middle of the road, the dad was extremely surprised and a little alarmed. He quickly stopped the bike, not understanding what was happening. Finally, having successfully kidnapped her dad, Lily happily climbed onto the back seat. The dad shook his head with a gentle laugh, then drove his mischievous daughter along with him. The destination for the dad and daughter was a famous broken rice, Tam restaurant in the village. As soon as they arrived, Lily quickly jumped off the bike, chose a chair, and sat at a table. She raised her hand, waving to the owner to order in a confident and clear voice,
Chào chị Lily nha, xíu.
just like a
Rồi, cảm
regular
ơn.
customer. Before long, a
Chúc Lily
plate
ngon
of
miệng nha.
hot rice was brought out for Lily. The aroma of the rice made it impossible for her to wait any longer. Lily
lại đi.
picked up a fork and
Come
began
on.
to enjoy her hard-won breakfast with
Yeah,
great
yeah.
relish. A new morning began. As usual, the dad didn't want to wake his little daughter. He quietly took the motorbike by himself to buy breakfast, wanting to give his daughter a surprise. The alarm clock rang, and Lily woke up. She habitually called out, "Dad!" but was met only with silence. Sensing something was amiss, Lily went to the living room to look for her dad, but the house was completely empty. Meanwhile, in a corner of the local market, the dad was standing in front of a stall of fresh fruit. He carefully selected bunches of plump grapes, wanting to buy his daughter her favorite treat.
Dad.
At home, after waiting for a while and not seeing her dad return, Lily decided to go find him herself. She prepared her supplies carefully. She took a carton of milk from the refrigerator, put it in her familiar small backpack, and began her journey. With the backpack on her shoulders, Lily wandered through the village streets, her eyes searching bewilderedly for her dad's familiar figure. She walked through every alley, but still couldn't see him. Not giving up, Lily boldly asked a young man she met on the road for directions. Seeing the adorable little girl, he enthusiastically pointed her in the direction her dad had gone. Following his directions, Lily continued her search. At this time, the dad had also returned home. Thinking his daughter was still asleep, he entered her room to wake her. But what he saw was an empty bed. A sense of unease crept into the dad's heart. He began to search everywhere, looking under the bed, running into the bathroom. But there was no sign of Lily. At the same time, it suddenly started to rain. Lily was trapped in the sudden downpour, her face showing worry and fear. At home, the dad's anxiety had reached its peak. He ran out to the backyard where Lily often played, but was met only with disappointment. Without further hesitation, the dad rushed out onto the road, continuing his desperate search. Fortunately, he met the same young man who had given Lily directions earlier. He recognized the worry on the dad's face and quickly showed him the direction Lily had taken. After a tense search under the rain, from a distance, the dad finally saw the small, pitiful figure of his daughter. "Lily!" he called out loudly. Recognizing her dad's voice, Lily ran to him joyfully, hugged him tightly, and burst into tears. The dad held his child tightly in his arms. All his worries vanished, leaving only boundless love. He quickly took her home. Back home, the dad carefully washed the plate of grapes he had bought that morning and brought them to Lily. Watching his daughter happily enjoy each sweet grape, the dad smiled with happiness. A day full of turmoil had ended with a warm and sweet reunion. On a peaceful morning, little Lily, with her scholarly glasses perched on her nose, was diligently studying.
Hi!
Seeing his daughter so well behaved, her thoughtful dad went to the kitchen and lovingly prepared a steaming cup of warm milk for her.
đi ngồi đi.
Lily happily took the cup from her dad's hands and began to enjoy it with relish.
Rồi, đi uống sữa nhá, ngồi ngoan chưa?
While Lily was drinking her milk, her dad took the opportunity to go to the bathroom to do the laundry.
Yummy.
Just then, a strong gust of wind blew in from the open window, knocking over the box of milk powder on the table. White powder scattered all over the floor. Seeing this, Lily immediately stopped drinking her
Oh my
milk,
God.
ran over, and began to clean up the battlefield caused by the wind.
Yummy. Oh no.
Đưa cái tay lên. Không được cãi nha.
Dad.
When her dad came out of the bathroom, he only saw the messy floor and his little daughter struggling with the pile of milk powder.
Sao? Sao đây? Nó làm gì vậy? Hả? Sao mặt lấm lem hả?
Unaware of the
Phá
real
hả?
reason, he hastily assumed Lily was the culprit who had
Mày đi quậy
spilled the
hả?
milk and began to
Không
scold
ăn nữa,
her.
đứng đây thế nào? Đứng ngoan nào. Quay tay lại. Ngoan. Ngoan. Đi đi ngoan. Đứng qua đây. Đây, cứ đứng đây. Đứng đây, đứng im đó. Vừa pha sữa đi uống rồi mà. Pha sữa đi uống rồi mà. Đi uống sữa rồi mà.
Wrongfully accused, Lily felt
Làm sao?
incredibly hurt and wounded.
Không phải con làm đổ hả? Hay làm sao? Không có ăn nữa. Bỏ tay xuống đây. Đứng im đó. Đứng im đây. Đứng im đó. Lily, đi đâu rồi? Lily, Lily, sao làm gì đây hả? Nó làm gì đây? Đây xem nào. Thôi đứng đây, ngồi đây, ngồi đây, mà nói chuyện này. Nè, nè, ngoan nè. Ta bảo đứng lại kia mà sao chưa để nằm rồi? Hả? Làm sao đứng như vậy nhá, Ly nhá. Thấy chưa? Thấy chưa? Không được như thế nhá.
Her dad's unjust scolding was the last straw. With a heart broken by the misunderstanding, Lily made a foolish decision to run away from home. She no longer wanted to live in a house where even the person she loved most didn't trust her.
Mình trách cao đấy nhỉ?
Meanwhile, after his anger subsided, the dad began to feel regretful. He decided to check the security camera to see exactly what had happened. The image on the screen left him stunned. The strong gust of wind, the falling milk box, and the frightened face of his little girl. He saw that Lily had been trying to clean up not to hide her mistake, but to help him. An overwhelming sense of remorse washed over him. He had wrongly accused his own daughter. He rushed outside to search for her.
Lily!
Inside, Lily quietly picked up her small bag with a few coins and began her aimless journey. Carrying the resentment of being unjustly scolded by her dad, with her small bag by her side, the little girl wandered alone.
Lily! Lily! A rumbling stomach led Lily to a neighbor's papaya tree, heavy with fruit.
Uh-oh.
She nimbly climbed the tree, trying to pick a ripe yellow papaya to soothe her hunger.
Yummy.
However, her actions were spotted by the homeowner, an elderly woman, who yelled and chased Lily away. Terrified, Lily quickly climbed down and fled.
Bác ơi, bác thấy gì cháu đi ngoài không? À,
After escaping, Lily continued her journey and found a small roadside eatery. She climbed onto a high chair and sat properly at the table like a real customer. Seeing this, the owner brought Lily a plate of white rice with cucumber and carrots. Lily picked up a fork and began to eat her meal in loneliness and self-pity.
Nó đây.
After finishing her meal, she went to the counter.
Đây, nó đây.
Paid the woman and quickly left. But then, a sudden rain began to fall.
Oh no!
Forcing her to find shelter under a tree. Sitting in the rain, memories of warm meals with her dad suddenly flooded back. As night fell, her dad at home was also worried sick, wearing a raincoat and searching everywhere for his child.
Lily! 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 Lily, Lily ơi, Lily, Lily, Lily.
The next morning, Lily found her way home.
Dad. Dad. Dad.
Not daring to knock, she used a rope to climb over the wall.
Oh yeah. Dad. Dad.
Seeing that her dad had fallen asleep from exhaustion, Lily tiptoed into the kitchen and quickly ate the leftover rice in the pot.
Yummy.
Afterwards, she took a bath, changed into a clean dress, and gently went into the room. Seeing her dad asleep, Lily tenderly pulled the blanket up to cover him.
Dad.
Suddenly, Lily realized her dad had a fever. Without a moment's hesitation, she rushed out to buy medicine.
Hi Lily. Mua gì đó Lily? Lily, thuốc này có giá 3 đô nha Lily. Tiền của bạn đâu?
Uh-oh.
Có tiền không Lily? Lily có tiền không? Có chuyện gì vậy Lily? Thuốc này giá 3 đô đó Lily.
Even without money,
Bạn có tiền không?
Lily used her sincerity
Lily?
and charm to persuade the shopkeeper to let her buy on credit.
Bạn có tiền không? Không cần làm vậy đâu Lily, tôi sẽ cho bạn nợ lần này. Thôi được rồi, bạn cầm lấy nó đi Lily. Ôi, đi Lily. Tôi gọi giúp bạn nha. Thưởng thêm Lily quả nhãn nha. Đi cẩn thận nhé Lily.
Returning home, she carefully placed a cooling patch on her dad's forehead, then lay down beside him, watching over him as he slept.
Lily, con mua gì đây? Mua cho bà đấy hả? Này cái gì đấy? À. Tôi hãy đi. Này có thấy không? Đây là đầu nhé. Đây.
Dad. Dad. When her dad woke up and saw his little daughter sleeping soundly beside him, his heart filled with emotion and love. The next morning, the dad carried Lily to the bathroom, helping her brush her teeth and wash her face. The two of them started a new day together. Lily wanted to follow her dad to work, but he didn't agree. While Lily studied and played with the computer, her dad was busy with farm work.
Dad.
Going to the garden to pick chilies and carrying straw back home.
Uh-oh.
At lunchtime, Lily herself went into the kitchen, washed the rice, and cooked a simple but warm
my
meal for
God.
them to enjoy together.
Yummy. Oh. Dad!
Cái gì? Cái gì vậy? Hả? Cái gì đây? Hả? Ủa? Ai với bụng nè? Ui trời ơi. À, ngon đi ha. Đây nè. Wow. Nấu cơm mà đi. Ừ. Thôi chờ ba tí nha, ba lấy bát nhá. Chờ ba tí. Ngồi đây chờ ba tí. Ngồi đây. Kệ đi nè. Ta ăn rồi ta đi ha. Cảm ơn.
The life of the dad and daughter went on, simple but always filled with love.